What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form.
Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away. Can't get no rest. Work all day. When will I learn?
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2015 NFL Draft Special. We're going inside the war room with the New York Jets, and we're going to take a look at their team needs to see what players could be possible selections to help fill those needs. Now first, let's take a look at the upcoming picks the Jets have in this year's draft. First, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. Number one, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the football team and what I believe the team needs are. And second, these rankings are my own personal rankings, which you can find on our website at footballgameplan.com/NFL draft. And this is not indicative of where I think these guys will actually go in April's draft. Let's take a look at the New York Jets team needs. Number one, I feel as though they need an edge rusher, a guy that can consistently bring it off the edge and get to the quarterback. There are plentiful in this draft class, and they have a chance to get an impact guy. I also think they have to add to the receiving core. Yes, they bring in Brandon Marshall from the Chicago Bears, but there's room for one more guy, a young guy, to develop and be that stud player for the future. And I also look at the running back position. I feel as though they need a game breaker. Yes, they have Chris Ivory. I think he's a solid back, but I feel as though he's more of a complimentary guy. They need a number one starter that can be a home run hitter. Inside linebacker would be another need. David Harris cannot play forever. They have to start finding someone to take his place. And offensive line depth is another key issue that they have to address in this year's draft class. Notice you don't see quarterback, because I feel as though Geno Smith can be the guy for this football team if they continue to build around him. This would be an ideal situation for the Jets if this happened in the real draft, but in my mock draft, Vic Beasley falls to number 6, and the Jets run up to the podium and make the selection. Beasley, in my opinion, is the number one impact defensive player in this year's draft class and would instantly upgrade the Jets' second level. In the second round, the Jets get their home run hitter in the backfield in Amir Abdullah out of Nebraska at 5'9", 195, a LaShawn McCoy clone that can do a great job of stringing moves together, and he definitely can handle a 20 to 25 carry load per game. In the third round, I went with Dorial Green Beckham out of Oklahoma, formerly of Missouri. The former number one high school recruit in the country lands in a great spot, I believe, for him, because he's going to be paired with Brandon Marshall, a guy that can be a great mentor off the field for him and help him grow on the field as a receiver. I like Ryan Delaire out of Towson. The Jets double down on the edge rushers, and when you look at Delaire's game tape, he can consistently bend and explode to the quarterback and does a great job in setting the edge versus the run. With 2 picks in the 7th round, the first selection, I went with Jeff Luke out of Cincinnati, who I think can be the heir apparent to David Harris at inside linebacker. With the second selection in the 7th round, I went with a local product in Dan Light out of Fordham, 6'5", 250, who's your quintessential H-back that I believe moves very well with the football in his hands. So let's recap my 2015 Jets mock draft. I added weapons on both the offensive side as well as the defensive side. The Jets have done a great job in free agency, and they've added, with this mock draft, 3 impact day one players in Beasley, Abdullah, and in my opinion, a guy in Ryan Delaire that can also bring it off the edge. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Jet fan forums for always showing football game plan support.